we would also like to announce the best paper. So first of all, a quick overview of changes that happened for this year's edition, and also maybe a very, very quick outlook at WeCNLP 2021 for next year. So one of the important changes this year is that we have a new host. For the first 2 years of WeCNLP, Facebook was the host, and it was a Facebook-initiated and driven event mostly. But this year is the first time we have a new host, a different host than Facebook, and this host is Apple, so thank you very much. So this is a very good change because it means that this event has become more community-driven. The second important change is that this event this year is virtual because of the COVID situation. So this has pros and cons, I guess. One advantage is that we had participation from all over the world. However, we think that it may have hindered a little bit the amount of submissions we had, even though it grew a little bit this year compared to last year. We also had some novelty in the program. We had new topics highlighted in the invited talks. So these topics were scalable NLP, privacy, safety, evaluation, and explainability. Also this year, we allowed full paper submissions in addition to abstract submissions. Those papers had to have been accepted at a conference, but they were still submitted anonymously, and they still went through the full review cycle. Just very briefly for next year, for WeCNLP 2021, we may consider a new host again, keeping the trend from this year. And hopefully, if things improve with respect to COVID, we may consider a new region. So the first 2 years, it was hosted in the Bay Area, and we may consider a new region within the West Coast. And just to follow the recommendation from the panel, we are also thinking about hybrid models. We were just discussing this on our internal chat. So very quickly, some statistics about the submissions. So the amount of submission and the amount of accepted abstracts and paper increased slightly this year compared to last year. And we hope that this trend will continue and even more next year. As I said earlier, we had great attendance to this event. As of Friday noon, we had over 1,100 attendees, registered folks in total. And we think that because the event was virtual, we had participants from all over the world, as you can see in this map. So I would like to move to the most interesting part of these remarks. The best paper nominees. So you already know about these papers because they were highlighted in lightning talks, and they were also presented as posters in the poster booth session. So these papers are Social Bias Frames, Reasoning about Social and Power Implications of Language by Martin Sapp from University of Washington, Sadia Gabriel from University of Washington, Lianhui Qin from University of Washington, Dan Joravsky from Stanford University, Noah Smith from University of Washington, and Allen Institute for AI, and Yejin Choi from University of Washington. The second nominated paper was Simulated Multiple Reference Training Improves Low-Resource Machine Translation by Huda Kairala, Brian Thompson, Matt Post, and Philip Kuhn, all from Johns Hopkins University. And the third nominated paper was They, Them, Theirs, Rewriting with Gender-Neutral English by Tony Sun from UC Santa Barbara, Kelly Webster from Google, William Yang Wang from UC Santa Barbara, and Melvin Johnson from Google. Feel free to take a screenshot of this and advertise on Twitter. This is really great, and we congratulate all the authors of these three papers. And finally, I would like to announce the best paper. The best paper this year this is also a novelty for this year that we have a best paper award. The best paper is Social Bias Frames, Reasoning about Social and Power Implications of Language by Martin Sapp, Sadia Gabriel, Lianhui Qin, Dan Joravsky, Noah Smith, and Yejin Choi. So congratulations to all the authors. So finally, I would like to thank many folks that helped to make this event hopefully a success. So first of all, I would like to thank all the organizers, and you can see them listed on the second half on the right side of this slide, and you can see there are a lot of people that helped organize this event for about a year now. I would like to thank all the reviewers of the abstracts and papers that were submitted. And then I would like to thank, of course, all folks that contributed amazing content to today, the invited speakers, the panelists and the moderator, and the lightning talk speakers, and of course, the poster presenters. We'd like to thank our sponsors. So first of all, our host, Apple, and the sponsors, Facebook, Google, and Amazon. And of course, we'd like to thank the attendees for engaging throughout the day with each other and with the content. And finally, we'd like to thank Hopin, which is an amazing virtual platform that was used for this event today. So thank you very much, and we hope to see you next year. So after these concluding remarks, we have a virtual happy hour. So please feel free to use the networking feature or the chat, and we hope to see you next year. Thank you very much.